Hello, sexy souls. Let's get this over here. Okay. Welcome. We got it? We got it? Okay. I have my water. It's a little cockeyed. But here we go. Alrighty. Let's fucking just gotta get this. Alrighty. It's gonna put a shadow on my face. Alright. Said that about 50 times. We ready to go. I don't like it on my back. Anyways, alrighty. Let's see here. We're gonna do a general. I have no clue which way this is gonna go. I just felt called to do one. So I was like, all right, let's go ahead. Let me give you the friendly reminder. You are sovereign being over your life. You get to determine if, how, when, where, why any of these messages might apply. My recommendation is to never Cinderella it to make it fit. Okay. I'm gonna bring that friggin' light over here because it used to be amazing, the light that would come through my window, and I don't know what's going on, but it makes everything look blue anymore. There used to be like really great light, like vibrant. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. Extremely Hermetic Tarot. I feel like maybe, do I need to like, I don't know why. Okay. I hope y'all can hear me just fine. Look. Is that what it is? Am I too damn close to the camera? Oh, the lighting is better back here. I was too close to. I don't know. I can control shit when it's pre-recorded, you know what I mean? But when you get on like YouTube, this shit looks stupid. It looks stupid. Just saying. I don't know what to do about it. Or at least on my end. Like when I see it, I'm like, what shade of bullshit is that? Anyways. And when you have ADHD, like diagnosed before people started diagnosing themselves on TikTok, kind of ADHD. Like, no, it's real. It's real. Everything, you get distracted by everything. You're like, and you got like 50 thoughts going on. And so I have to like pull myself back in. It wanted to. Oh Jesus. Because they're like, focus, Shauna, focus. Alrighty. My things are coming out reversed. That means they were. Yes, there's a lot of reversals in this deck. Like, what is going on? Okay. What? We're just gonna flip things around. Cause no. Are you having a lot of mishaps? Are you having a lot of mishaps? First card out is the Hierophant. So what I'm getting is this is like it came out reversed. There was a lot of issues with the deck. I don't know. Sometimes I think I get pranked by the universe because when I get done doing readings, I go back through. Like I know y'all see me put them up. I'll go back through and flip. And I'm like, what did I do when I was trying to straighten? Like it feels like something's going backwards. Like the Hierophant is the goal, is uh the way something is structured, the way it's supposed to be. Um uh it's like the plan, the execution of something. It is the proper way of something. And something feels like it's like moving or happening apparently in the wrong fucking direction. You're like it's almost like events in your life seem to be sending you like this is where you're supposed to be going. But the way things are unfolding, you're like, this is taking me in the exact opposite direction. In the exact opposite direction. Hopefully you can still hear me because I'd be moving shit. Um, I don't know if you feel like something's like it's working against you. Hello. Something's working against you. Like it's moving in the exact opposite direction. Like everything that should not be happening to get me to X, Y, and Z, or for this to happen, is happening. And it's not like, oh, it's so bad. It's like, let me give you an example. Um, I have a trip planned, right? Um, and the goal is to do this trip, and I need X, Y, and Z for this trip to happen. Um, let's say somebody covering your shift, and let's say you're waiting for your bonus to come in to pay for the things, and it's like, while nothing horrific is happening, none of the things to make the thing happen seems to be happening. In fact, it seems to be working against you. There we go. That's better. It seems like things seem to be working against this, which is going to give you the exact opposite of what you don't want or what you do want. Look, y'all, I'm trying my best right now. So let's say you were approved, right? And to take the vacation by work, and work is like, okay, but now you have to like, you can still go, but you've got to find somebody to be covered for it. And they're like, that's not my job. Like you already approved it. That was not my job. And at least in a lot of jobs, that's not your job to, when you give enough advance notice to find coverage for something. And so that happens, and then you're like, okay. And then the bonus check doesn't come in time for you to book your flights. And then um, you gain 5 pounds. And like, this just shit. You're like, like, are we serious right now? Are we serious? Um, and I feel like you're nearing something. Like you think you're nearing a point of no return where it's like, oh, it's just not going to happen. Like best made plans, like the things didn't, like you had it worked out, or I just feel like it's like this was really easy. All that had to happen was X, Y, and Z, and everything happened to work against it. Just everything happened to work against it. That just makes it not possible. Yeah, 5 of Wands, everything, every little chaotic, distracting. That's the other thing. You might have been distracted. Like, let's say you were supposed to take care of all kinds of work, and that way, like, things were settled while you left, but you got sick, and you're like, "Are you serious? Like, you can't catch a fucking break." But it's like a bunch of minuscule mishaps and things like that that are happening that's making it impossible or seemingly impossible. 5 of Wands is like conflictual and being pulled in multiple different directions, and it's a struggle. I mean, nothing detrimental, but it's like, oh my god. Let's say you're nearing in, and you're like, people are like, oh, there might be a hurricane. You're like, are you shitting me? Of where you're going, you know what I mean? Like all the things, and you're like, are you kidding me? It's keeping you stuck. You feel like it's keeping you stuck. Like you're in some kind of I heard nightmare. Like it's one thing after another. It's like a repetitive pattern just keeping you stuck. Nine of Pentacles came out, and I don't know what the hell that's got to do with anything. So I'm gonna stick it over there because I'm not feeling nothing off of it. You need to act the fuck right. Why is it kersploshing everything? Sorry, that's my terminal. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna pull a different deck. Like things are not behaving. Why are things not behaving right now? That's the question you have. Like when you feel like spirit, are you doing the exact opposite? Are you being obstinate on purpose? You're doing the exact opposite just cuz? Like you feel like everything that could happen just to keep you stuck, keep you in the humdrum is happening. You're trying. Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, and right in between it is the Six of Swords. I'm trying to get to this. Okay, I'm trying to get to this. I just heard somebody say, and don't tell me I don't have anything I've got to do. That it's just going to happen. Like somebody's not buying that bullshit. You know how like you get these readings, they're like, there's nothing for you to do. Even I have that come through sometimes, but not. I don't think it applies this time. Like this feels like a time where it's like, no, I know better than that. That's a part of just keeping me stuck. Like whatever's coming through, it wants you stuck. No wonder you're aggravated and pissed. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. That's what you feel like something's blocking. You're trying to move to that. You're aiming for like the ultimate goal. And remember, the trip thing is just like a metaphor in a way to kind of describe. Ready for an adventure. You're ready to have fun, excitement, playfulness. I get a bit of a angry feeling. Give me 2 fucking seconds because that light's pissing me off. Hold on. God Almighty. Lord of mercy. Anyway, I feel like you feel like something's wasted your time. Ooh, I got angry with that. Wasting my fucking time. You know, like when you're like, I only got so much summer left. I want to da da da. Like things aren't. Like there's just this like the aggravation is real. It kind of reminds me of being a mom, where like there's aggravated, and then there's a I'm gonna snatch your soul out of your body. I'm about to snatch your soul out of your body. Metaphorically speaking, right? Like, but you could. The energy within makes you feel like, oh, I could do this, and I could accomplish this. Don't underestimate me. It was upside down. Something's upside down. Tell me about this backwards, upside down. Hey, working against you energy. Tell me about that. Six of Wands. Something's coming together to bring about change. There is something, okay. I don't like readings like that, where it's like everything goes to hell in a handbasket just before it's about to get good, because no, it does not always happen that way. Sometimes things just go to kaput. You know what I'm saying? So we have the Six of Wands, which is about victory. It's a hard won victory, though. Comes after the Five of Wands over here. So it's kind of like Spirit saying it will. Lovers is like something will come together, something will align. There very well may be a choice or a decision that has to be made. Knight of Swords is a pivot. It is it's the epitome of change. I don't know why I said the epitome of change. That's just what came out my mouth. What's this got to do with shit going backwards? Shit going awry. Shit not happening. Things working against you. Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles. This is Lovers. When I say I don't understand how these readers read fucking love all the time, because it's the same shit. Not always, but a lot of times. And it's so aggravating doing love readings. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I really don't like it. I'm gonna put these two right here. We'll see. Something that I'm getting here, though, with these two is that there's fire and earth energies. Leo season. So Leo season's about to begin. I probably got like 5 days at best, and Leo season begins. I'm getting, with the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles, that both of these energies, it's funny because I know a lot of people always want to go with like the sun sign, right? Let me make sure you can, like the sun sign, right? But I am getting, and for whatever reason, just take it, right? Like the rising and moon. So like the sun sign seems to not be the most important or what takes center stage in the personality of whoever these two arcs, because they're giving me like one of them's very fiery and the other one's very earthy. Um, and there's something between the two of those that has something to do with Leo season. We bring it back over to here, and it's like that's when victory will happen. That's when the major shift or change will happen. Because it kind of feels like a trajectory change. So you very well may be being held in place because it's kind of like if they let, I don't know if they let anything happen, um, it might mess with whatever this is, like the timing of it. Um, so they're showing me like someone like a rubber band being stripped back and it's being released. So it's kind of like the Knight of Swords takes it and whatever's restricting that gets cut loose by the Knight of Swords. That's when you'll have victory. That's when you'll have movement. So that is right around the corner. That's when death and rebirth happens. Of what? So I guess the Nine of Pentacles. So the Hierophant, Hierophant is about some kind of a connection, a coming together for whatever reason. Okay, it is something that will entail commitment. Um, I'm hearing the word dedication. I'm not sure why. That so there there is interference being run because of this. There's a lot happening at once, and because there's so many, I hear like there's so many cogs in the wheel or whatever. I don't know what they're trying to say. There's so many moving parts that if you were given utter freedom on a whim, you could change your mind, right? Like there's a whole lot of guessing here. Like there's a lot of like, yeah, yeah, yeah. 98% of I know what this person's going to do. This is spirit talking. 98% I get it. This is what the person's going to do. And so therefore, we can pretty much guess what's going to happen, blah, 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 blah. But that 2%, when you're given total freedom, you might get a wild hair up your ass and be like, and change something ever so slightly that messes with this. I heard, "Is it that precise?" And they're like, "Yes. Yes. It's that precise." So it's you are being kept in, like, a looped pattern right now. Um, s I heard single but not sovereign because 'cause you're not getting to do whatever the hell you want. Um, so there is a leash of sorts, an energetic leash on somebody. And that will come to an end when this is ready to begin. What is this? What is the because it's like things are in transition. Okay, it makes sense. 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles would be something that two people would share. Mm, Um, that's when the adventure should begin. Like too many things can like interfere with this if you start some kind of adventure before then. So things are in motion to bring that in. They're working on it. Things are happening. I don't know why. Why? Why? Seven of Wands, Ten of Swords. Seven of Wands flew out. Now, this deck is acting proper and is doing it right. Seven of Wands, though, flew out and was in the reverse. There's an energy of like not always doing things that's right for you or right for the situation. Seven of Wands has really strong boundaries. A lot like it's about your power, your truth, standing in that, resisting all else, um, valuing you and having you as a priority. You know, the self respect, the self love, self confidence, all of that. Um, with it in the reverse, it's kind of like maybe self-confidence or confidence period is being as having issues. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I see. Yeah. Sometimes I'm always like, if somebody's watching. Um, it's not gonna get any. So Ten of Swords is kind of like worst case scenarios already happened. So you may be a little shook or a little bit as a result. Um, Ten of Swords is like the surrender. I mean, Seven of Wands is a bit of a fight. Oh, I get it. You're fighting because you're like, what about me though? Which good on you. There's this, it feels more of like a combustion chamber, with the Five of Wands, like really kind of like not rageful, but just, like you're really trying to fight for this. And they're like, yes, but um because it's like you're doing you when you're in the Seven of Wands. They're asking you to surrender, though. You see surrender to whatever's happening as, um, again, handing power over. You're like, this is what I want. This is what I desire. Things should be going according to plan. What is happening here? No, I'm not going to just lay over and just let this railroad me. But they're saying it's actually for your best and for your highest good. If you do, you'll be doing yourself a bigger favor if you do. I just think that you don't want to hear this because you may not trust it a little bit. There might be a part of you that's not trusting it. Um, the idea of don't do anything, I just it's like the more they want to say it, the more I want to get pissed. The more I want to be pissed. Like quit fucking putting me in a box. Quit telling me no. I'm done waiting. You might feel like you're kind of like incessantly sitting on the sidelines of life. Remember, you're ready for a fucking adventure. You're ready for things to begin. You're ready for passion to return to your life. You're ready for fun. And let's go back to the wasting time. Like you feel like it's wasting your fucking time. You're just not, no. And this is the idea of like something comes from nothing. Five of Pentacles, Magician, something comes from nothing, something manifests out of nothing. And you may feel like nothing thus far has like materialized out of thin air. So no, something comes from nothing. Justice. Something will be put right. Three of Swords. Whatever you feel is happening right now, it will be made right. It will be made right. Judgment. Things will work out in the end. Things will balance out. So again, whatever you're being asked of right now or whatever you're experiencing will pay off. Actually, no. Let's put that back. But in the meantime, it's going to look like a whole lot of fucking nothing. Five of Pentacles. It's going to look like a whole lot of nothing. I just heard, is this really necessary? Like, what do they do with their time then? I mean, Leo season's right around the corner. But Leo season's a whole fucking month. Now, the reading I did yesterday did talk about something happening and transpiring within 7 days to a month. Meaning like it could pop off within 7 days, but it comes to its fullest fruition like in a month. This is frustrating. I just have like this whole well of frustration inside of me, and I'm trying to not have that. Sacred Crown, which is the Fool card, along with the Page of Wands. There is something that begins. They bring me to the golden egg up here. Golden opportunity. Action will begin. So you must feel like really nothing is happening. Like really nothing is happening. There's I'm feeling it in my heart space as well. Like, ooh, so it's just like it's like a promise that you'll be able to leave this behind. Whatever this is, 8 of Cups with the Sun. I also feel like they're trying to make sure there is something that you will disconnect from between the Knight of Swords and the 8 of Cups that you will completely disconnect from and leave behind. But to make that more pleasant, because the Sun makes everything better, much more pleasant, a better experience, like a positive experience. So that's why they're asking you to wait. That's why they're saying that like there's something very specific about this that makes everything occur smoother, like go off without a hitch, and it'd be more pleasurable, positive experience. Like it's not going to be so bad walking away from something or leaving something behind, disconnecting. Because again, even with the Six of Swords, there is a leaving behind and moving forward, moving to calmer waters. Swear to God, like this has got to be the angst that somebody is feeling, because my decks don't act so donkeyish. Generally speaking, it's a Page of Pentacles. And again, they are acknowledging this is a legitimate either brand new path or it's something tangible within your reality. This isn't like, oh, I knew this is for this thing, um, this goal. Again, I think this is a nod back to like somebody has a goal to do something, um, and things were held up because, well, yes, your goal is something that you are supposed to achieve, or that drive is there for a reason. They were hoping to piggyback something like a relationship or a connection onto that. And so, because what they wanted to piggyback onto that, that's the thing that wasn't in alignment just yet. Things got held up in every area of life, and so it's kind of like definitely has a dual meaning because there is something that's supposed to start that brings a look at all them eggs, a whole bunch of new beginnings. Strength card again, Hanged Man, Two of Wands. They're saying just wait, Leo season, wait for Leo season, and then action will be taken. I feel like somebody is like, but that's when I was supposed to have something happen. There's something you're concerned about not having any preparation, but it's almost as if they don't want you to prepare for this and move towards this because something about it makes it easier if you don't. Again, let's use the trip as an analogy. Like, what if you planned everything out, paid for it, blah, 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 and and there was, you spent all this money, and then come to find out later on, you saw the flight price, like last minute bookings and things like that, or again, like the hurricane, like you can't change anything in order to still have a good experience. And so it's all locked in. So the idea is that it's actually better off that there is no preparation, that you don't actually get to have a hand in this, because something that you do in preparation for something actually could send things off course. It won't happen the way that it should. So what I'm hearing, Spirit, is this is going to be a very last minute, but it will happen. I think that's what we want to know. Yeah. Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Things are building to this new start, this new beginning, this new path. Much like how it looks here where the seed is underground and it's emerging, that's kind of like what's happening. Things are in process. I tend to have a resistance to that personally because I'm like, I want to roll my eyes. Because honest to God, I feel like there's legitimately times where I'm like, I could have just done this faster, bonus. Seriously. It's gonna go off without a hitch. For sure. Judgment is being called. Like, yes. It's the idea of like, we absolutely know. We have all the information to say yes, it will. How will they know when things will get better materially? And something happens that gives you The leverage of freedom. Freedom. The path will be clear. I wanted to say you'll be in control. We got the Emperor. Um, Something will come in. Why is the Emperor gonna come in and add a whole other layer to this shit? Just put your ass over here. The sword is giving me freedom. Once you get this freedom from something, something's fucking happening. Something's happening that's going to cut you loose and give you the freedom. But if you were to try to attempt to do certain things before this thing that cuts you free, you might get snagged in its hairs. And so they're like, stay the fuck still. Something's happening to cut you free. Then something can happen. There's a whole other story that they're not telling us right now. It literally just seemed like, oh, two people come together. And then you're like, oh my fucking God, I'm so tired of this trope. But yesterday, there was a motherfucker, an emperor, who the kind that's like controlling and conquesting and everything is under his purview and like everything goes the way he wants it because he's, and if it doesn't, then he makes it happen because that's what the emperor does. He conquers, he conquests. You know what I mean? He doesn't build, he takes. That's the emperor. At least the way he was, I put him over. Same fucking thing yesterday because I was like, ew, like. So it's a either a person in your life or shit. I mean, the United States is experiencing this right now. A bit of like a dictator energy. You know what I'm saying? That thinks that they control something. An event is cutting you loose from that influence, and that needs to happen first for anything else because it gives you almost like the permission to move freely and to move forward in the way that you need to, and then something can begin. Can you give us anything on the event that's going to happen? I think they're going to. I heard snagged in the hairs. Remember we were getting something about the spider web acting like your barrier and it catching something and then something getting bound up or bound as a result. That was a previous. Hold on. This has been an aggravating energy for me lately. Not to poo-poo on the temperance card, but it's lost its energy. It shows up and it's like I don't feel it. It doesn't say anything to me. Except for at best, like I have to look at like but like temperance in every deck. I'm like, what is going on with the temperance card? And I know that represents spirit. So maybe it's like being so unaware or uncertain of what spirit's pulling. Queen of Wands. I heard rock steady. So they want you to stay steady. Temperance is that balanced energy between head and heart. Stay rooted, stay rock steady. What's the event? Stay calm. Whatever event might happen, your mind might go, it's like, when you know something's gonna be okay, but your mind goes, wait a minute, are we sure? Like, and I remember in a past reading talking about that neurospiciness where it's like when shit hits the fan, you're cool, calm, collected. And when it's you only unravel afterwards. There's this stay rock steady when this event happens. It does not feel like it's an event that touches you, but I'm hearing steadfast now. You witness it, you're aware of it. It doesn't touch you, but you witness it and you're aware of it. And you move accordingly. It definitely informs you of how to move forward. This is like the idea of being guided when this event occurs. Stay rock steady. It's like the event is your beacon. It tells you where danger lies. Because like the lighthouse kind of acts like this is where land is. You're getting closer, and all the cliffs and the jagged rock. This is it's the guide. It helps people at night. The ships at night to understand. So whatever event happens that is going to disconnect this, it is your synchronicity, your indicator. Sorry, they want me to look something up because I'm about to gloss over this, and I'm like, And they're like, no, go back and look it up, and I'm like, okay. Okay. I want it's temperance is supposed to be the strength card. And I was just like, okay, Leo season. And they're like, no. And I couldn't get off the Leo season thing. And it's taming your fears, anger, and impulses. You have to follow the guidance. They need you rock steady, follow the guidance, tame fear or impulses. I don't feel fear so much. But when this event happens, it's an indicator you're like, okie dokie. And so, but they want you to not be impulsive. That's the thing. They don't want you to be impulsive. We've got High Priestess. So maybe this event, when it happens, you're like, ooh, and you want to do something. They're like, wait, stay rock steady. Listen for the guidance. Do what you feel drawn to do or compelled to do, but don't have a knee jerk reaction. There we go. Don't have any knee jerk reactions to this. High Priestess and the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is the aspect of stay calm. You know, in the office where they go, stay calm, everybody. Stay calm. It's like when this event happens, you know what it means. And you might get so excited that you're like, yes, and you want to, you know what I mean? And they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, hold on, wait. You're gonna get excited by this. But you need to stay in the zone. Okay. I get it now. So why the High Priestess with the King of Pentacles? When this event happens, you know how it's going to play out. You already know. Because that's what you were trying to make happen over here. You're trying to do it on your own. You're like, I already know what's supposed to happen, and it's not been happening. And you're like, why is everything working against this? Why isn't it? You already know. Like the tarot cards laid out in front of her, she already knows. She's it's like been divined. You already know what this means. It's almost like you can call it. You know exactly how, but it's like, you know, in your eagerness, you may try to force the hand. They don't want you forcing the hand. The way in which you have seen this, because you know, it's like sometimes we discard the details, right? When tarot gives us details or divination or a download or anything else gives us details, which is why sometimes they don't give us details because there's just something in us that wants to do the exact, you know, the exact opposite. It's kind of like, you know, don't disregard the details that they've given you about this because it really does and will need to unfold like that. But you're like it's an inevitability. It's gonna happen. Da, da, da. So why not just, you know? And it's like, don't. I get it. I get it. I get it. So this whole message was it's not just before this thing, because right now, again, you're like the slingshot, like you're being tethered. That's going to get cut by this event. This whole situation and what it is that you desire, this goal, along with the thing that's going to piggyback it, which looks like a relationship. All of it gets once that tether is cut, you're free to go, but it still has to transpire and unfold in the way you've been told. It's like you know. Oh, this feels really good though. You go from a very oppressive feeling and situation to it's beautiful. It's the 10 of cups. It is the 10 of cups. So like from doing it all on your own to having the partner in crime or having the somebody with having your back. Okay. So you know something. The adventure will begin, but they don't mean you get to go hog wild and be like, I don't know. I feel like saying this is an like look. It's like spirit saying, "Hey, you're going to have somebody coming in. They're going to want to pursue you, blah, 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 blah. And you'll know when this person arrives. An event happens and you know something happens and you're like, it's about to go down and you get real excited. And so you're just like, then you're like, I'm going to go here and I'm going to go there. I'm going to do this. And it's like trying to make it happen. And spirit's already told you like, this person wants to make it happen. That's a part of, so you need to let them come to you. Like, don't be going to try and find them. Like, you know, and then like when you meet them, you're like, oh my God. And so then you try to like, you already know where it's heading. Both of you may already know where it's heading, but it's like, you know, when you try to kind of like skip a few steps or jump ahead or something like that. And it's like, don't do that. That's what Spirit's saying. Don't do that. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Anything else, Spirit? My air conditioner is loud. Oh, okay. It wanted to come out. We have the Two of Pentacles, change. This is a change of path. This is when the change happens. Change is guaranteed. Change is happening. Ace of Pentacles. You switch paths. It's like something's got to get planted just right, and then you're good. Then you're good. Victory. Six of Wands. So when it's like you're gonna know that whatever tether is there that you're like, what the, you're gonna know when it's cut. You still have to stay rock steady. You still have to remain okay. Don't jump the gun. Don't be like, well, I'm gonna like I don't know. There's excitement with this where it's like you might don't do that. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Okay. Uh with the lovers. Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna leave it there. Okay. You know, it's one of two things. In this situation where I think this is a continuation of the previous readings where it's like, this thing's supposed to piggyback. So your goal, you have a goal in mind. You have a desire, a trajectory that has nothing to do with love. And it's yes. Yes, that will happen. This event could be the thing that you're like, fuck yes, you can. But they want you to still stay rock steady and go according to plan and follow the guidance that you've been given, the star card, because they still want the love that's going to piggyback it to happen how it needs to happen. Or you might get an indication of the love. The event could be a nod to this connection since it's taking center stage. And you might be like, oh, it's about to happen. Like something happens and you're freed and you get some kind of indication about like love. And that, oh, I just got it. For some of you, the event is meeting this person. And that's how you know the goal you wanted all along is about to fucking happen. You're going to get excited. You're going to want to get gung ho because something happens with this person. You meet them and you're like, "Yeah," and you might try to jump the gun. They're like, let it unfold the way we said. Oh, so okay. Mm-hmm. It's really important that when this event and whatever this is not the person. This is some kind of intrusive, controlling, dictator, conquering kind of energy. Again, either a person, a place, or like a job. I fuck if I know. Um, it also releases you from this, whatever this event is. For some of you, it is a person coming into your sphere first, and that's how you fucking know you're gonna get what you want. Whether it's a move, a job, or a change in path, a change in trajectory, because the reading I had when I said your guards are up really good. God, I hope this is one of the ones that I uploaded because I got a couple I haven't, and I might be telling y'all shit. You're like, what the fuck? What reading? I will upload the rest of this. This is a fucking pattern for me doing readings and not uploading them, and I need to address that. But there's like a spider web, and the spider web is almost like it regenerates. And I think this was one of the lives. It regenerates. You know how like you swipe a spider web down, and like by the next morning there's a fucking more elaborate one. You're like, Jesus, Like, it's kind of like that spider web is the barrier that catches everything, like your ward. And in that, I remember that reading where it was like, go ahead and have fun, go ahead and date, go ahead and do this, that, and the other, because it's gonna pull those attacks, those that evil eye, the people that want to dismantle that don't want that to happen, that want to interfere. It's gonna pull them out of the crevices, and they're gonna get caught by that web. And then the spider comes down and binds them. You know how a spider like wraps up the insect so it can eat it later? I'm just saying, like, for some of you, the event is meeting this person. And the reason why that leads to your freedom is because it's the thing that lures fuckface out of the dark so that spirit can take care of things. So it's almost like they're going to act like they will act a certain kind of way or act out or have problems or something, and it ends up backfiring on them. And they get like removed as an obstacle. That's for some. I've got about 5 different readings I'm tapping into right now, and I'm like, "Oh, I see how this will come together." Anyways, okay, I'm gonna leave it there. The fuck do I call this? I might just say, "Okay, let's talk about this event." Spirit wants to talk about this upcoming event. How about that? Is that good? It's so fucking vague, but sometimes you need to be because it's like, anyways, let's talk about this upcoming event. All right, well, that's that. That is the message. That was a whole hour. That felt longer than an hour. All righty. Well, all right. I hope this message finds whoever it's meant for. I hope you have a fantastic and wonderful day, and I will see you guys at the next reading. Bye.